You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hi there, Days of Our Lives fans. So if you're current on episodes, you just saw Jada Hunter dumped at the altar by her fiancé, Rafe Hernandez, or that's who she thinks dumped her at the altar. And I suspect she and Shawn Brady might consider some revenge rebounding soon. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I'll tell you why I think this twist is coming. But first, please click subscribe if you are not following us yet. Before Javi or Leo could spill the beans at the wedding about Rafe doing the deed with a stripper the night before the wedding, EJ DiMera texted Arnold, gave him the info he needed to ruin Jada's big day. EJ wanted to have her publicly named and shamed as revenge for getting him fired as district attorney. So fake Rafe laid it all out there in public at the wedding ceremony. Jada cut corners. She cheated when she took over as police commissioner. She did dirty things to get convictions, all to make a good impression on Paulina. And fake Rafe said he had another detective looking into it who provided the research, but he wouldn't name who this mystery detective was. And it just so happened that Shawn found the file on the dirty dealings on his desk, looked through it, and then he trotted over to the wedding venue with the file. Jada wanted to see the file, but Paulina snatched it and then had Shawn take the bride to the police station for a proper grilling. And I'm sure EJ did a pretty thorough job setting up this fake dossier on her alleged illegal activities. So the charges may stand, at least for a while. And whether they do or not, the damage to Jada and Rafe's relationship has already been done. As long as Jada thinks the guy at the altar was really Rafe, she's done with him. There were so many other ways he could have handled these allegations than what he did. But waiting until Jada walked down the aisle and dumping her in front of everybody was beyond the pale. So EJ has set the perfect stage to not only destroy Jada's career and professional reputation, but also her relationship with Rafe Hernandez. Clearly, Jada's hurt and angry and embarrassed right now. Meanwhile, Shawn Brady is also a little angry and a little hurt. He's pretty annoyed that Belle hopped into bed with EJ and started to spar with her about it before he just dropped it. And I think he's probably also a little jealous. It's been a minute since Shawn was in any sort of romance or had a babe in his bed that we know of. Meanwhile, Jada has been jilted, her heart's broken, and her fiancé hasn't been in her bed in a while. That's because EJ warned Arnold to stay out of Jada's sheets and not do the deed with her, just in case everything blows up so he can avoid the whole non-consensual sex with an imposter complication that he's dealt with before. And, Shawn understands what it means to face accusations at work. He was suspended for drinking on the job, which, to be fair, he was doing. That was after he shot his dad, Bo, and he was kind of boozing nonstop. If you don't recall, it was actually Rafe who suspended Shawn back when he was commissioner. So Jada's going to deny and defend that she didn't do these things because she didn't do them, but she's probably going to wind up suspended herself. And she might need somebody to vent to, somebody who has been in this exact position, suspended. So I could see Shawn and Jada at the Brady pub, her having a beer, him having a Diet Coke or something non-alcoholic, so he maintains his sobriety. And I can see Shawn being a shoulder to cry on as she lets out all her emotions. Jada's devastated about this broken engagement, being ditched at the altar, the false allegations that could ruin her career, and the fact that Rafe betrayed and humiliated her in the worst possible way. And Shawn knows a little something about his partner betraying him in the worst possible way because Belle cheated on him more than once and with people that she knew would really, really hurt him. So Shawn has felt this embarrassment and betrayal and humiliation himself. And then there's also the simmering secret about Jada's fiancé getting, what I can only guess is a fully naked lap dance from the stripper in his hotel room or whatever it was Arnold did with that chick. I suspect either either Javi or Leo is going to tell her about that. And if there was any part of Jada's heart still open to Rafe Hernandez, that should shut it down, at least until Arnold and EJ are exposed and she finds out it wasn't Rafe who cheated and tried to ruin her career. So pretty soon, I think Jada Hunter is going to be prime for some revenge action on Rafe, whether it's a rebound romance or just revenge sex with a hot guy. And Shawn Brady could be the guy she chooses. They do have a friendly relationship at work, and she is his boss right now, but I think pretty soon Jada won't be his boss because Paulina is probably going to be forced to suspend her. And Shawn is probably looking for a little rebound action too because he's irritated about Belle and EJ. And what would be really soapy about Jada and Shawn hooking up if it happens, and I'm not saying it will, I'm saying if it happens. Remember, he hooked up with her little sister Elia Hunter while he was boozing and cheating on Belle and doing her dirty. But as of the explosion on Monday's episode, it looks like Jada is single, and of course Shawn's been single for a while, and maybe Jada and Shawn should mingle and forget their exes, at least for a night or two or more. I think Jada and Shawn could be a fun rebound couple, and of course it would be even soapier because it can't last. Once Rafe eventually gets loose from EJ's captivity, he'll be horrified to find out his fiancée is fiddling around with another man. Although, if Shawn and Jada don't hide that they are rebounding, if they do that, EJ might find out and might report it back to Rafe. I think EJ would take a lot of joy in telling Rafe if Jada did start seeing Shawn. Something like, hey, by the way, Arnold dumped your fiancée at the altar, so she hates you now, and Jada started sleeping with Shawn because she hates you. Good luck fixing that mess. I'm not sure what EJ's end game is with all this, because unless he's going to kill Rafe, this is all problematic. EJ can't ever let Rafe go because he'll reveal all the bad things EJ and Arnold did. Maybe EJ's just keeping Rafe on ice, hoping a solution comes to him, or maybe Dr. Rolf is brewing him up a memory wiping amnesia serum to use on Rafe. We'll see. But for now, I'm waiting and watching to see if Shawn comforts Jada after her suspension over these allegations. I mean, Paulina will probably have to suspend her at least while they look into this mess. And if Shawn gives Jada a shoulder to cry on, might as well offer some pillow talk as well. I think they would make a hot couple, even if it was just short term, and it would cause so many problems after Rafe is back. So I think it would be fantastically soapy.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.